Hi guys, it's Belle here and I'm coming to you today with a flip through of my completed design team project for the month of April for Release the Crafting using her kit Tea Witchery or Witchery Tea. I will leave the links to her Etsy shop as always down below so you can go check it out for yourself. I'm in a slightly different filming setup, so hopefully this will work because it's a very grey sky and I'm trying to show this cover off to its best. So this is a single, well, first of all, let me introduce you. This is Edith. She is a single signature soft cover journal. And she was completely inspired. No, rewind that. The cover was completely inspired by something I saw on 49 Dragonflies, and she was inspired by another creator. So I will leave the links to both those videos down below. I haven't watched the other one. I've only watched 49 Dragonflies, but I will leave the links to both. And basically, she'd made a cover out of sewn pattern paper. And she'd put like a crochet piece in between. I did that cover the reverse way because I tried it her way and for me it didn't work. And instead of getting frustrated and breaking my sewing machine trying to get it to work, I did it reverse style. So the whole cover itself is made from several pieces of canvas, wadding, and then this beautiful crocheted piece over the top, or doily over the top. And it was just so pretty, I wanted to leave it plain. So all you've got on here is a Tim Holtz word charm that says live in the moment. It's like an off cream colour canvas, as well as the doily, because the doily is quite old. I picked it up secondhand. And yeah, it's got this beautiful, it's as far away from a bell cover as I suppose you can imagine if you see my other journals. This is very pale and creamy and yummy. And listen guys, firstly, look at how soft that cover is. Secondly, that listening. That is because I have used sewn pattern paper between the wadding and the fabric to give it that crispy feel. A crispy feel, that crispy sound. And the reason is because it really reminded me of tea. I don't know why, but the two went really well together. So let's get on with this stunning kit. As always, Release the Crafting's kits are absolutely beautiful, full of detail, full of little bits in the background, not just like the outer image. This kit does have pops of brighter green, pinks, I think there's some blues or purple in there, but then it has these muted, beautiful toned down vintage backgrounds. And I've used walnut stain to ink all of the edges. Look at this beautiful, beautiful. So here is the front. Obviously, there's her name. You'll always find one of my tags with the name of the journal. I've got this little piece. These are stamped images that whoever gets this journal can rip out and use in the journal itself. Then there is this beautiful tag. A cup of tea is a cup of peace. Yes, yes, yes. There's a pocket here that's all embossed with teacups and kettles and roses and cakes. And then it opens up, and in here is just a pad that's been stitched in that you can write on or keep something in there. So obviously this was a witchery tea journal. There's lots of moons, there's lots of herbs. It doesn't have to obviously be witchy themed. I like to think of it as a herbal witch tea journal, mainly because I grow a lot of my own herbs and I do make my own teas, and I literally only drink herbal tea or water. That's it. That's all I drink. I don't drink anything else. I don't drink anything with caffeine in it. So I've made a little embellishment here. You can see that cute stamp. That is a Romanian stamp. It's got a teapot on it. Some die cuts, and then that pokes out. There's part of the kit there. This is some vintage page from a herb book, and this is all about times. there's a little pocket here. You get 4 cards with teas on. So there's new moon tea, full moon tea, blue moon tea and harvest tea. I haven't used them all in here. And then you get 4 blank cards too that you can put your own tea recipes. As always, everything is backed and often decorated. There's avocado papers, there's yellow papers, there's onion paper, dyed paper, there's obviously tea dyed paper in here. This is a 4-way pocket. So in the top pocket here we have this. It comes with the kit. Look at those colours, guys. Look at the moon, and look, this looks like tea is spilt. It's backed. Have one of the large I mean, this is so beautiful, this tag. Teas. That looks like they're making lavender. Backed again, there's a little stamp down there. Oh, and some sari silk. I have put some coloured sari silk, but I've tried to keep it within the journal so that from the top all you see is the creams and the whites. Had this in my stash. Again, it's got greens and yellows on it, all backed. Thought, oh gosh, thought that would work. And then there's a tiny pocket here that just fits this tag. And this tag was made from, this is Teabag, one of my own tea bags that I've dried. And then I've stenciled. I got this technique from Louisa Heinzel and it works brilliantly. And I just put a die cut on there. And it can be written on, and some pale green sari silk. So there's a tiny pocket there. Then we have a pocket with dried flowers in there. And there's a top pocket. And again, this tag comes with the kit. Beautiful. Yep, so there's a top pocket, and then in the back pocket, and again, these are pages from the kit, I've put this little envelope. She does word sheets in her shop too. So I can't remember which word sheet this is, but it had lots about teas and herbs on it. So teas, some die cut, and then in here, there's also these. I think these come with the kit. So I thought those, and these pieces too come with the kit. And I just wanted to put those in there. We've got thyme and a mint. You'll see a lot of different mint pieces in here. And all the tea bags I have used are from a mint tea, because I drink a 3 mint tea every day. So I start my day. Beautiful. Look at this. Look, this looks like cinnamon tea. One of the best things to drink in winter. Oh my gosh, I love it. Some ledger paper with some pink to pick up the pale pinks in the pages. See, this one's got light blues on it, some daisies, triple moon and lines, so you can write on there. Vintage music page, double vellum pocket. The vellum's actually, I don't know if you can get it or not, but it's actually embossed as well with roses. Another one of the words from the word sheet, a beautiful garden is a work of the heart. We've got one of these in here. Nervous Nelly tea. Oh, and again, backed. This is actually backed completely with one of my tea bags, my dried tea bags, which just had such a beautiful. This is actually from one of Priscilla's other kits, but I had it spare and it worked with this. And here's one of the plain cards. So name, steep, time and recipe. So you can put your own teas on there. Oh gosh, I'm throwing it around now. And each one's decorated differently. This is some Edith Holden paper, and some sari silk just goes in there. That's some yellow. And here we have a Teapot Charm. And it actually says tea on the other side. And there's a little iridescent bead. So there's 3 charms on here. They are in an order, which you will see because that's how my brain works. And each one has a white bold pin and an iridescent bead on there. If you've seen my Spring Around 22, I took part in a collaboration in March. That is a playlist if you're interested. I created this as for one of the prompts for garden. So I've used it as a pocket in here. Another of the plain cards, again, differently. And there's got some stamping on the back, and then I put this in here again. Favorite recipe for your tea, and it's got a teapot and a cup on it, so I thought it worked. This is some, I think it's onion dyed paper that's lined. A bit from the kit. Use some stenciling, tea paper. This is a large pocket using textured scrapbook card as well as some vintage book page and some bits from the kit, and it just says magic from the ground up. And then you have this page from a herb book, and again this is all about thyme and basil thyme, and I've inked it, stitched around it, and Mod Podged it, varnished it to give it that lovely feel. Then there's another one, the cards, the blue moon. I mean, look at the colours on that moon. It's just beautiful. Blue moon, again some sari silk and decorated on the back. And then this is one of the envelopes in the kit. I've just done a little collage on here, again in the garden, a stamp, some die cuts, some lace on the back, and it's magnetised. And then in there you've got one of these plain cards, some vintage music paper, and it's stenciled, stamped inside. And then that just goes on there, and the magnet holds it in place. This is, so this page here, where is it? This page here is actually from this book, Herbs and Fragrant Garden. So this is vintage, and it actually has the date there, 1957. Some more tea bag that I've used to decoupage, and some stamps and some handmade papers, which has a really lovely feel. Beautiful page from the kit. Absolutely. The textures, I know I say it every time, but I'm just blown away by Priscilla's work, digital kits. There's so many layers to them. It's beautiful. Some line paper with a vellum sticker, and then this is a piece of Tim Holtz vellum on there as a pocket, and then you've got this little piece in there with some lace on top. Decoration, again using one of those words that come with the kit, some vintage music paper and a stamp, and it just pokes out the side with some lace. Snippet band, not snippet, but a belly band fabric one, using again some more crochet and canvas. One of the beautiful large tags in the kit. Priscilla often does two large tags in her kits. I've done some stamping to even add more texture. Not that it needed it, but I just wanted to. On the back, some more tea bag down here, some more die cut, and just a little bit of yellow sari silk to pick up the yellow here and the yellow here. But again, you can't really see that from the top because I wanted the outside to be as plain, beautiful, but sort of the creams. Vellum sticker there. Another gorgeous page from the kit. Look at them. This one, the pocket from the kit, page from the kit, and a beautiful little tag from the kit. This is some vintage schoolbook page that I've done some stamping onto, and I love how this turned out. I really love it. I'm going to bring it up a bit more so maybe you can see. And it's got this gorgeous, it's the tea bag Mod Podged with a stamp, a die cut over the top that I've used walnut stain on. Love how it looks. Some more lace, some more stenciling, some Edith Holden. This is it's meant to be like a tea bag pocket. I got gifted them a while ago. I wouldn't put tea in it myself because I often use a strainer or a different kind of tea bag, but it worked really well in here. It's got a strange feeling to it. It's almost like cotton. It's interesting. So I've stitched it on as a pocket and put one of the tags from the kit. Rainy days should be spent at home with a cup of tea and a good book. It's like that person crept into my mind. Most days should be spent at some point with a cup of tea and a good book, in my opinion. There's another large decorative piece from the kit. Gorgeous. I've used another one, the words herbs. This opens up. This is craft card. It's all stitched on. And then in there I've put, I think this might be my favourite tag in the whole kit. I love the moon. I love the flowers. I love the tea. I love this tag so much. And there's the back. And that just pops in there. Some beautiful handmade paper with roses on it, and hopefully that's picking up. You can see, but the gold on here glints. Some more stamping. Look at that. This is the middle of the signature. Just look at the pinks on here. It almost has a shabby chic feel, this kit, but without being overtly shabby chic. And in the middle here we've got some charms. So we have a little shell button there, which I just thought worked, and then we have these that glint. It reminded me of the glass teapots that have been used throughout the kit and that a lot of us have when we drink herbal tea. it reminded me of those glass teapots. I got rid of mine was too small, and the way the light sort of hits the glass, it looks so beautiful. This is a handmade envelope, handmade paper. It's got like petals and things on it. This is from the kit. Inside here, I've put from one of her other kits. She has these herbal memory decks sets, so I've added those in here. I tried to, oh, there's 2 basils, I've just realised. They're slightly different coloured though. I've tried to use herbs on there that I know you can make teas from. And then on the front here, I've done a decoration. Again, I've used one of the pieces from the kit. I've used tea bag to decoupage, some corrugated cards, some stitching, some vintage book page. And here's actually one of the labels from the tea I drink daily, which is the 3-mint tea, and I've actually stuck it down here and tea dyed it. I just wanted to add that for a bit more decoration. Look, the beautiful pops of blue there. Little embellishment there again, and again it's one of those little tea set stamps from Romania, which just works so well. Some of the handmade paper, bit from the kit that opens up. We have a double vellum pocket here, and again there is dried flowers here, Edith Holden. This is actually a different printable of Release Craftins, but I had it because I've been using a few of them in another journal and it works so well. There is something in the nature of tea that leads us into a world of quiet contemplation. And that quote and the fact I love tea, there's an Australian stamp there, kind of inspired this book. I wanted it to be quiet. I wanted it to be muted. I wanted it to be gentle. That's the exact word. This is from the kit. Gentle. Yes, that sums up how I feel about this kit and this journal. Just like having a cup of tea. So here's the second charm. So first of all we had the teapot, and now I have a Teabag Charm. Again, the iridescent bead there. So we have our teapot full of probably beautiful hot water, and we're about to put our tea bag in, either one we've bought or one we've made ourselves. So you can probably guess where I'm going with the final charm. We've got a double pocket here. This is actually from an envelope that came with a kit. I turned it into a pocket, added some vellum, added the word plants from one of the other printables, added a cinnamon memory decks card that I've backed that one. This comes with the kit. It's just beautiful. We've got this little piece. Again, it's all backed. And then this is something I had in my stash. It's from an old diary, and I'm talking about probably 10 years ago I've had this diary, but I just love the images in it. All backed again. Some pale, really pale green sari silk. Love the image. She's in her garden. She's reading. You know, a lot of the tags talk about reading. And here she has a beautiful tea set. And yes, looks like a perfect afternoon to me. Beautiful page from kit. Oh, and this is that vintage children's exercise book kit. Just how she's managed to blend the brighter colours with this beautiful vintage muted feel. It just, yeah, just works so well. I'm so impressed. Another bit from the kit that I've just put on here on the page to decorate. One of the another embellishment. You've got a ticket here, some vintage music paper, one of the piece from the kit, some corrugated card, some more lace, little embellishment. Here we have a bag. So it's got 2 pockets. We've got this beautiful tag from the kit. Really hope this light's doing this kit justice. Got this beautiful. This is actually from, again, another kit of Release Craftins, but it just works so well. So that's in there, and 2 little tags there. And then inside the bag we have the Harvest Moon Tea card. It's backed and stamped. And we have the other envelope in the kit. I think there's 3 envelopes, and I've used one of the words potion as a way to keep it closed together. And then I had this in my stash. It's pale, very pale greeny blue. Things to do. I suppose it's a pale turquoise. Ideas. You can write on the back. I thought it worked perfectly. with the theme of this kit, which is herbs. And yeah, it's quite a chunky bag, but there is a magnet here to hold it shut onto this paper so it doesn't just go flying around all over the place. Another beautiful stamp here. This has got pink in it. It's just, I love that stamp so much, but it works so well with the kit. So I used it. More of the stunning kit to work. Look, just yummy. This is some more of that vintage book page, vellum sticker that wraps around. This is actually from Sevenoaks, Kent, which is very near to where I actually am. Another beautiful larger piece from the kit. I've used another word, what you dream you can grow. This also looks like a cinnamon tea to me, or even a turmeric tea. Beautiful. And then that opens up and I've got this washi on here. We've got different herbs. It's got a teapot. It actually says tea time, so that worked perfectly. There's a beautiful page. And here is our final charm. So we've got our teapot. We have our tea bag. We obviously need a teacup to drink our tea in. This is quite dimensional, this cup, and again the iridescent bead, and it just works so well. It's pale yellow, this page, darker on this side. We've got a pocket here, again Tim Holtz vellum. This is something I had in my stash that I just decorated and put some paper on the back for you to write. This is again one of the plain cards from the kit. When I say plain, I mean it hasn't got the writing on. It's obviously not plain, it's beautiful. And a large tag from the kit. Oh, and this is some stamping on some of my dried tea bag as well, which you would have seen again in the spring around 2022. Lines on here again, triple moon just in the background. Can you see that? Can you see that moon? It's just detail. I've torn all the edges here on the sides as well, so they're slightly can't remember, beveled is the word, I can't remember. And then ink those. There's that ledger paper that picks up the pink of that orchid and moon beautifully. A fabric flip with this gorgeous leaf trim that reminded me of the herbs. Some more vintage paper that you can see on the other side. The beautiful purples and pinks pick up this paper. And then a large pocket here with again one of the words, and we have the full moon tea on this one, and all decorated on the back. And then the last large tag was just beautiful, and again I've done some stamping on the back. I really didn't need to. There's beautiful detail in here already, but I just wanted to add, and this is pale pink on there, I just wanted to add a little bit of stamping in the background. And this final page, look at that, look at that moon. I love it. I love it so much. That just says spring to me, that moon. It reminds me of the cherry blossom moon. Anyway, and it's all kept together with some of the canvas that I've used in the background here, which I've doubled over and frayed, because we all know I love a frayed edge, and some of this sort of taupe, is it? Sari silk that's been stitched down. So, disclaimer, obviously don't use any of the recipes that are in here for the teas unless you have researched, you know your herbs, you know the side effects, you know the herbs are not pesticides herbs, and also you know that they don't counteract any medication you're on. For example, you're not supposed to really take rosemary if you're on blood thinners and things like that. These are just for fun in this journal. That's a beautiful herbal tea witchy journal that's right up my street because I do make my own teas. As I said, I just drink lots of cups of herbal tea all day for all different reasons. But always start my morning off with that triple mint tea for the digestion. Yeah, I am actually in love with this cover. I really am shocked. But between the sound and the softness, and the side, look, you can see the side view there of all the laces and the charms. And from the top, like I said, all you can see is the creams and the whites. Yeah, it kind of hides within it the colours of the kit. So let me know what you think down below. Let me know if you are a tea drinker, and if so, what is your favourite tea? Does not have to be herbal, could be good old-fashioned Yorkshire Builders tea, But let me know down below. I'd love to hear what you like to drink. Let me know what you think of this journal. It's very different for me, different for my style, but I love how it's turned out. We'll leave all links down below. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, guys, I hope wherever you are in the world you are safe, and I hope you're having lots of crafty fun. Until then, bye.